You want to do what's best for your cat, but how sure are you about what that actually is? Our innocent mistakes can have far-reaching, devastating consequences for our feline friends. In this video, we are going to be looking at things that your cat will literally never forgive you for. These aren't just minor annoyances. These mistakes can severely impact your fur baby's mental health and permanently damage the bond you share. What are they, and how can you completely avoid making them? The first step is watching this video and paying close attention, especially to number 1, because it is a heartbreaking mistake almost every single cat parent makes on a daily basis without even realizing it. Your cat's future happiness and your relationship with them could depend entirely on what you learn here today. But before we dive into feline psychology, why not subscribe and join our cat-loving community? It helps you become the absolute best cat parent you can be. While you're at it, ring that notification bell to receive instant updates whenever we post new content. Number 7. Thinking your cat understands punishment. It is so incredibly frustrating when your cat jumps on the kitchen counter or decides that your expensive new sofa is their personal scratching post. Your first instinct might be to yell, clap loudly, or even use a water spray bottle to teach them a lesson. But here is the heartbreaking truth. Cats do not understand punishment the way humans or even dogs might. When you scold your cat, they don't think about the couch they just scratched. Instead, they think the giant human who feeds them is suddenly acting aggressive, unpredictable, and dangerous. By punishing them, you aren't stopping the bad behavior. You are simply teaching your cat to be terrified of you. They will just wait until you leave the house to scratch the furniture anyway. Instead of punishing, you need to redirect their natural instincts by providing better alternatives, like a tall, sturdy scratching post placed right next to that favorite sofa, and rewarding them when they use it. Number 6, ignoring their strict need for routine. It is incredibly easy to forget how strange a domestic cat's life actually is. They are apex predators trapped inside a human household, dealing with our chaotic, constantly changing human schedules. The way your cat copes with this bizarre environment is by establishing a rigid, predictable routine. They map out their territory and their time. Now is the time for humans to fill the food bowl. Now is the time to groom. Now is the time to sleep in the warmest sunbeam. When you constantly change their feeding times, move their litter box around without warning, or bring loud, chaotic noise into the house unexpectedly, it completely shatters their sense of security. A lack of routine doesn't just annoy a cat. It causes severe, chronic stress that can actually lead to real physical health problems, like urinary tract issues. Number 5, forcing physical affection when they want space. Who doesn't love to scoop up their adorable fluffy cat and give them a massive, tight squeeze? To a human, a bear hug is the ultimate expression of love and comfort. But to a cat, being physically restrained is one of the most terrifying things they can experience. In the wild, if a cat is held down and unable to move, it usually means they are about to become another predator's dinner. When you hold your cat against their will, even if you are just trying to snuggle, their deepest survival instincts. They might tolerate it for a few seconds, but over time, forcing affection will make your cat actively avoid you. Always let your cat come to you on their own terms, and if their tail starts twitching or their ears pin back, let them go immediately. Number 4, startling them out of a deep sleep. We've all heard the phrase, let sleeping dogs lie, but this applies doubly to cats. When your cat is curled up looking absolutely angelic, the temptation to lean in and kiss their little head is overwhelming. But waking a cat up suddenly by touching them can trigger an intense startle reflex. Cats are both predators and prey, meaning they are hardwired to wake up ready to fight for their lives if they feel threatened. Waking them abruptly not only causes them a massive spike in adrenaline and stress, but it can also result in a severe scratch or bite for you. Over time, doing this will make your cat feel unsafe sleeping anywhere near you, robbing both of you of those peaceful, trusting moments where they feel secure enough to let their guard down. Number 3, frustrating their hunting instincts during playtime. Playtime isn't just a fun distraction for cats, it is a vital part of their mental health that simulates the entire hunting sequence: stalk, pounce, catch, and kill. A very common mistake owners make is using laser pointers exclusively. Sure, it is hilarious to watch them scramble up the walls trying to catch the elusive red dot, but imagine playing a high-stakes game where you can literally never win. Because there is no physical object to catch at the end of the hunt, the cat's prey drive is left entirely unsatisfied. This leads to immense suffering. If you do use a laser pointer, you must always end the play session by pointing it at a physical kicker toy, dot, or throwing them a high-value treat so they get the satisfaction of the kill. Otherwise, that pent-up frustration can quickly turn into anxiety or aggression directed at your ankles as you walk by. Number 2, teasing them or dressing them up for a quick laugh. What might seem like lighthearted banter or a funny video for social media is often a deeply traumatic experience for your feline friend. Sneaking up behind them to scare them with a cucumber, poking them repeatedly when they are trying to relax, or forcing them into restrictive, humiliating costumes might get you a few likes online, but it destroys your cat's trust. Unlike a human friend who understands what a practical joke is, your cat just sees you acting like a bully. Costumes, in particular, restrict their graceful movement, flatten their sensitive whiskers, and strip them of their natural defenses, leaving them feeling completely helpless. If you consistently make your cat the butt of your jokes, they will start to view you as a source of pure anxiety rather than a source of love and safety. Number 1, completely ignoring their subtle body language. As promised, this is the biggest mistake almost every cat owner makes, and it's the one that ruins relationships permanently. Cats don't have the highly expressive faces of humans, and they don't eagerly aim to please like dogs do. Instead, they communicate their boundaries incredibly subtly. A slight twitch of the tail skin, ears rotated just slightly to the side, suddenly dilated pupils, or a sharp flick of the tail, these are your cat screaming, "Please stop touching me right now." When you ignore these warning signs and keep petting them just because you want to, you are showing your cat that their boundaries do not matter to you at all. This is exactly what leads to sudden petting-induced aggression, where your cat seemingly bites you out of nowhere. It wasn't out of nowhere, you just missed the signs. You continually disrespect their subtle signals, your cat will permanently stop trusting you, and they may never forgive you for making them feel unheard in their own home. Pay close attention, respect their boundaries, and let their affection be a choice, not a requirement,